step, we're going to talk about trust ranking website. Normally, when we study a company, we always have a look to www.scanadvisor.com. This page is really important because they scan all internet and they look for feedback, comments about the companies. Depending on what they find in internet, they say if it's trustful or if it's not trustful this company. So let's see what says this website about our three companies. Organo Gold. Low trust renting. This seed may not be safe to use. 14% of safe. Only 14% of safe. When we saw that, we were once again very surprised and we couldn't understand why. So we went to the second part of the website, and here you can see that the website business has been given a low reliability rating. But the main thing, the reason why they are having only 14% safety is because ScanAdvisor has detected negative online feedback associated with this company. Also, they say in positive, this website is deemed to be popular by Alexa. Alexa is another big website that we use to analyze companies, but it has a little problem. The problem is that Alexa measures the visits in a website. The visits can be good or not so good. For example, a visit can be because someone wants more information, because some distributor wants to buy product, or because some distributor is not happy and they want to write a complaint. So we can know the number of visits a website has, but we don't know the quality of this visit. So this information about Alexa is not 100% to make a decision. We need to match with ScanAdvisor. So now we know that even though in Alexa is very high ranking, there are many complaints in internet about this company. So consumers are not happy. What happens with GANO XL? GANO XL has 100% rating, safety, very extremely safe. And what's happening with DXN? DXN is 99% safe. So it's very high also, it's not 100%, but it's a 95% of safety. That's really good. They say that this seed involves a high-risk country. It's not the same the country than the company. The company is very safe, but the country, because it's Malaysia, is not so safe. So I wonder, when I had a look to this information, I thought, how is possible? Because GANO XL is also in Malaysia. Why GANO XL is 100% and why DXN is only 99%? Very easy. Because almost half of the distributors of GANO XL is in USA, but 90% of the distributors of DXN are in India and Malaysia. So most of the visits of the comments and everything is in Malaysia, and Malaysia and all the Philippines, Malaysia, Asia are countries considered risky, and USA is considered a safe country. So 99% of safety we consider is really good, is high. So, conclusion of this part. The more reliable are GANO XL and DXN. Let's go to the next step. Now we are going to study the product. To study the product, we use the documents of Chile because all the information is there about Organo Gold and DXN, but GANO XL has not this registration, but we found registration in Ecuador. So here you have the links of those documents, official documents of government of Chile and Ecuador, where we found the information that now we are going to use to make the comparison between among the three companies. We would like to make the comparison with all the products, black coffee, coffee latte, mocha and chocolate. So we made the comparison only with coffee latte because it's the only one we found in different documents of governments about health to be able to sell the products in their countries. So here are the comparison. Organo Gold has a pack. In the pack there are 20 sachets. Each sachet has 21 grams. GANO Excel also, and 21 grams in sachet, and DXN exactly the same. The coffee. Organo Gold, 50% of the sachet is coffee. GANO Excel 40.76 is coffee, and DXN 20% is coffee. It explains that the coffee latte of DXN is stronger in flavor, in taste than Organo Gold and GANO Excel. So DXN has more coffee. GANO, the Organo Gold has 5% of Ganoderma. GANO Excel 0.95%, very little. And DXN, they have 18% of Ganoderma. The difference is huge. So obviously here GANO Excel is the one who has less. 0.95 is very little. Ganoderma, the middle rank would be Organo Gold, they have 5%, and the really good one would be DXN, they have 18% of Ganoderma. Non-dairy cream, all of them they have non-dairy cream. 37 Organo Gold, 41 GANO Excel, and 30 DXN. DXN has less non-dairy cream and more coffee, so the taste obviously is different. It's a stronger coffee taste. And after sugar, the sugar that's very peculiar because Organo Gold use white sugar. That you can see in the Ecuador registration, white sugar. GANO Excel has white sugar, and DXN they have sugar, only sugar. And in the little sachet you can see in the DXN that they have cane sugar. And after additives, that is very important. We are talking about an organic product. This coffee has the peculiarity that is 100% organic, the coffee, and that the Ganoderma is 100% organic also. So it's called that 100% organic product. But Organo Gold and GANO Excel, they have both of them additives. DXN have no any additive, zero. So that is a huge difference. Total grams, the same. In a pack you can find 420 grams of product. And the price, we also can see a big difference in the price. GANO Organo Gold and GANO Excel, both of them, they are 17.50 euros in Europe, and no taxes, free taxes, no, only the product, and DXN is 9.50. So when we saw that, we were really shocked. How is possible? They have more coffee, DXN has much more Ganoderma and is much more cheaper. And GANO Excel has very little Ganoderma, 0.95, and the cost is very high, 17.50. Organo Gold is in the middle. The 5% of Ganoderma is not bad, and the price is the same than GANO Excel. And also there is something very peculiar, that Organo Gold and GANO Excel are using white sugar. That's an organic product. How is possible they are using white sugar? But the DXN is using cane sugar, so it's a big difference. Talking about organic products. The value of 10 grams of Ganoderma. Here the difference is huge also, when we saw that. How many grams there are in a pack? Organo Gold has 21 grams of GANO, 21, it's no bad. GANO Excel 3.99, very little. and DXN 75.6 grams, the most reliable. And after that, let's have a look how much we pay for the Ganoderma. All of them, they have coffee. So we wanted to know the value of the Ganoderma in one of the companies. So we just divided the price of the pack between the grams of Ganoderma, and the value would be 7.85 for Organo Gold. GANO XL 41 is the most expensive by far than others, and DXN is 1.25. So GANO XL is very, very expensive. So DXN about the product obviously is the more reliable. Now let's talk about additives. When we had a look to those documents of registration in Chile and Ecuador, we could see this information. Additives. When we had a look to those documents of registration in Chile and Ecuador, we could see this information. This information was in Spanish, but Organo Gold is also in Europe. The same additives are in the certification of Europe that was in English, then in Chile. That's the reason why we wrote here the one in English for you, for being able to understand. And here, down here, you have GANO XL, and all the additives that GANO XL shows here are the same than the ones is showing Organo Gold in Europe and in Chile. So here you have the names of the additives they have. We're going to have a look to some of the additives, not all of them, the most important. One is glucose syrup solids. This is this information you have here downline. Here you have the link where I found this information, and you can read it quietly at home. But the most important thing, I just highlight the most important thing is its major use in commercially prepared foods are as thickener, sweetener, and humectant. Glucose syrup is also widely used in the manufacture of a variety of candy products. But that is not a candy product, it's an organic product. Are less expensive alternatives that are often used in American-made processed and mass-produced food, candies, soft drinks, and fruit drinks to help control of cost. So the glucose syrup solids are used to be cheaper. The production of the products is used more in America, and it makes sense because Organo Gold is in Canada, in America, in North America, so it's pretty I can understand that. But GANO XL is from Malaysia, so I was surprised when I saw that GANO XL also have this kind of additives. This is one of them. The other one is dipotassium phosphate. The other one we can see in both companies is dipotassium phosphate. It's often used as a fertilizer, food additive, and buffering agent. Dipotassium phosphate is used in imitation dairy creamers. Safety. As a food additive, dipotassium phosphate is on the FDA generally recognized as safe. It's not organic, but it's safe to take it. No, so bad. Pentasodium triphosphate is an inorganic compound. We are talking about an organic product, and here there is an additive in Organo Gold and GANO XL product that this inorganic compound is a preservative generally recognized as safe by FDA. And here the link where you can find this information like before. Are Organo Gold and GANO XL 100% organic when they have additives non-organic? Mono and diglycerides of fatty acids. These synthetic fats, once again, non-organic. Concern for vegetarians and vegans, vegetarians and vegans. not wishing to consume any animal products generally avoid products containing this additive unless they are certain that it is delivered from vegetable oils, because there is a chance of pork fat being present. Muslims and Jews will also avoid products containing this additive. It's non-organic. So the question is really 100% organic Organo Gold and GANO Excel? No, they are not, because they include non-organic additives. They are safe? Yes, because they are considered safe. The Ganoderma is 100% organic. The coffee is 100% organic, but the product, the sachet with all the components, and including the additive, are not organic. That is a reality. So when we saw 100% organic, we say, oh my God, I'm afraid it's not. And DXN, they have no additive, so it's the only one that is really organic. That's good point. Positive point for DXN. So the final summary of this research is that stability. Organo Gold, 5 years, half and a half. They went over the first step. That's really good. They need to go to the second step, that are 10 years. GANO Excel, 18 years, of course, yes, it's stable. And DXN, 20 years, of course, is stable. Trust rating, Organo Gold, only 14%. There are many complaints about people in internet, so that means that it's not trustful. GANO Excel, 100%, is very, 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 very trustful, obviously, and DXN, 95%. Is also trustful. Not so much like GANO Excel, but it's very trustful. That's really good. Value of GANO. We saw when we made the comparison of prices that Organo Gold is expensive, GANO Excel is very expensive according to the GANO there is in the back, and the best price was DXN. And organic, we saw in a few seconds that Organo Gold has additive, is not 100% organic products. Same happens with GANO Excel, and the only one who is really 100% organic product is DXN. The best option is DXN, and really good option would be GANO Excel, but very low value of GANO in the product and very expensive and a lot of additives. And Organo Gold need to improve their installations and also their safety. What's happening with these complaints they are having in internet, and the price is also expensive and they have additives. One of the questions when we finished the research was, why are prices so different? We couldn't understand. Maybe because of being the producer? No. Not the answer, because GANO Excel is a producer. It's the one who uses less Ganoderma and is one of the most expensive, like Organo Gold. Maybe because of years of operation? No, because GANO Excel is 18 years operating and is the most expensive and using less Ganoderma. Because of the quality of the GANO, the GANO is the same in the three companies. The GANO is from Malaysia, and all of them, they have a lot of awards and certification of quality, so we know the Ganoderma is really good, so that's not the explanation. Because of the quantity of Ganoderma, we saw it's not, because the one who has less Ganoderma is the most expensive. It's GANO Excel, so it doesn't make sense. So our conclusion is that the main reason of the difference of the price is the philosophy of the company. We saw in DXN website that the philosophy is low price, high quality, to be able to reach as many people as possible, because they want everyone to be able to enjoy these products. And Organo Gold is American. We know that American country is very commercial. It's about selling. It's about businesses, and always the philosophy is doing business. Different philosophy. And GANO Excel, even though it's from Malaysia, is like the half of the distributors are in USA. So I think it's in the middle of both philosophies. Definitely the best option for us was DXN, and we chose DXN for doing, because we want company safe, strong, with a good philosophy, with a good product, no additive, really 100% organic. That's what I really wanted, because we are talking always 100% organic, and we need it to be true. We don't like to say 100% organic and after, yes, but no. If it's 100%, it should be 100%. So that is our research. This research helped us a lot to make a decision. I hope also helps you to make your decision to work to the right company. Remember, only 1 out of every 100 companies keeps going after 10 years. If you choose another company, is not this one, all your work, all your hard work building a team can become zero after 5, 3, or 7 years. Choose the right company, work hard in MLM, build your business, quality of life, time and money, and just enjoy. That's all. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you very much for listening. If you have any question, you just can write to me. Here you have my email, and I will be happy to answer you to any of your questions. Have a wonderful, wonderful week. Ciao.